Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a video on Houston Rocket Daily. If you enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. I post Rockets content every day, several times a day on this channel. Thank you guys for 600 subscribers. We're slowly getting there to 1,000. We might be able to hit it by the end of the year. So thank you guys for all the support. Tonight's a pretty big game, man. Tonight is a big game. The Oklahoma City Thunder are 6-14 on a 6-game losing streak. The Houston Rockets are 4-16, not the worst team in the NBA, and they're on a 3-game winning streak. Why is this game important? Why is it important? It's the Houston Rockets versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Why is it important? I'll tell you why it's important. The Houston Rockets are 0-11 on the road. 0-11 on the road. They've won 3 straight games. I couldn't tell you the last time the Houston Rockets won 3 straight games. It was probably at some point last year when they had James Harden, but it feels like just a decade ago. No Jalen Green. On the road. No wins. And you're playing a very, very, very struggling Oklahoma City team. Everything right now is in the Rockets' favor. And I know that, the first pick in the draft, the second pick in the draft, as much as the next guy, I want the Rockets to get a good pick in the lottery. Ideally, I want them to get 1 and 2. But for right now, we're 20 games into the regular season. We've got another opportunity after just beating the Oklahoma City Thunder. Historically, it's harder to beat a team on a back-to-back 2 straight times. We've kind of had our way with Oklahoma City so far this season, and like I said, they are really, really struggling right now. But the Rockets have some really, really hot players right now. The first guy who is, honestly, KPJ is just as critical, but the first guy who is just very vital tonight, it's going to be Christian Wood. It's going to be Christian Wood. He's coming off his first 20-20 game, had a career high 21 rebounds. He had 24 points. Christian Wood this season is only averaging about 16.5, but he is averaging about 12 rebounds per game. He's shooting horribly. He's shooting like 46% from the field. He's shooting like 35% from downtown. He's shooting like 57% from the free throw line, which is cause for concern. He shot like 75% in Detroit 2 seasons ago. Last year on Houston, he shot like 63, 65. And then this year is all the way down to like 57. It's just very weird. Very, very weird. He's taking less threes. He's just not making his shots. And you're playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are small. They are a small team, and you need to take advantage. Christian Wood needs to be aggressive. We need to see the Christian Wood that we saw the other night, because he's been way too inconsistent this year. I'm about to post a video on my main channel if we should trade Christian Wood, because unless he starts to show me he's going to do this every single night, every single time he steps out onto the court at an efficient rate, I'm not trying to pay him big bucks in a year and a half. I'm not saying we need to trade him, but I am saying if you get the right call, if Rafael Stone picks up that phone, and maybe you do have the Golden State Warriors on the line, I would definitely entertain it. And Rafael Stones came out and said no players are really off the table. But the second most important guy, KPJ tonight. KPJ. Ever since he's come back from his injury, he has been lights out. He's averaging like 9 assists per game since he's come back from injury, or maybe it's 8.3, something like that. Kevin, he came out and said after this last win that he looked back at film when he was injured and just like got to see it for himself and was like, that's not me. That's not how I play. And since he's come back, he's played how he's played. That's what you want. You want Kevin's confidence to be at an all-time high. Unfortunately, the triple-double did get counted back. So hopefully, honestly, I would not be surprised if he dropped another triple-double tonight, but I would like to see a good shooting night from Kevin. I know he had one the other night against Charlotte, but yesterday or 2 nights ago against OKC, he was really just ice cold. Was getting everybody involved, was making good defensive plays, was getting rebounds. He was doing everything but making shots at an efficient rate. If you could get an efficient, good night from KPJ, it's only going to increase his confidence moving forward, and that's what we want to see, because you want to beat up on the teams you're supposed to beat up on. Maybe the Rockets aren't supposed to beat up on the Thunder because they're projected. It's like they have like a 39% chance on ESPN to win it, so they're like a severe underdog. But you got to beat up on this team. I believe we're better than the Thunder. and you got to beat up on him. The third and final important player, key impact guy tonight I'm going to be keeping my eye out on is Garrison Matthews. He's been red hot. All it takes is one bad shooting game from Garrison Matthews to have everybody in the comment section be like, all right, yeah, let's put Garrison on the bench. It takes one bad game. I don't think it'll come tonight. I think he's going to stay red hot. He's a great three-point shooter. Low-key underrated passer, underrated rebounder, underrated defender. I love Garrison Matthews. Hopefully he gets a start tonight. I want to see I can't wait to see what Stephen Silas decides to deploy for the second unit, because just the entire year it's been inconsistent and it's just been new. It's like somebody new every single night. So who knows what it's going to be. I would love to see some Josh Christopher. I don't know if Usman Garuba is technically back from his little injury, but I would love to see some Josh Christopher tonight. Ideally, in a perfect world, the Rockets, they start strong. They score like 40 in the first. They score like 65 at halftime. And then comes the fourth quarter. OKC is thrown in their bench unit. We can throw in our bench unit, and we can see guys like Alp, Josh Christopher, hopefully Usman Garuba. We can see what they're about. So that's it for today, guys. Hit the like button. Hit that sub button. See you guys tonight.